always do an extremely thorough job.
Will do.
Nice to see you. Item number 10, we have the Maraetai Beach Boating Club. Welcome, Lee.
Find my way through the chairs. Good morning, Madam Chair and councillors. Maraetai Beach Boating Club. They have approached council seeking a loan guarantee for up to $310,000. The club was formed in 1953, and over the many years as it has built, demolished and replaced its club, the latest iteration of the clubhouse being in 1978, and they did some alterations and extensions in 2005. The site is leased from Auckland Council. They wish to undertake some further work on the site and enhance the facilities for its members and visitors. The Franklin Local Board has approved the physical works that the club wishes to undertake in its capacity as the landlord, and Mr. Kimpton, the Commodore, who's with us today, has confirmed this morning to me that the regulatory approvals have now been received. The estimated value of the work is $450,000. The club is contributing $140,000 from its own reserves and is seeking, as I said earlier, a loan from the ASB Bank of $310,000. As I've mentioned previously when I've come to this committee, because this is leased land from the council, the clubs are prevented from charging or mortgaging the land, and so therefore they are seeking the loan guarantee from the council. I checked with previous arrangements that this club has had with the former Manukau City Council, and it's pleasing to hear that they have behaved in an exemplary manner with repayment of loans from both the Auckland Savings Bank, or the ASB, beg your pardon, and the Manukau City Council. To ensure that the loan can be repaid in the timeframes, the club has introduced a building levy, which is payable by the members over the next 5 years. We've looked at the accounts, both past and the budgets for the club, checking their ability to repay, and certainly with the building levy there does not appear to be any issues regarding their ability, and given the previous track record we are very satisfied. Should the guarantee be approved by this committee today, as I have previously mentioned as well to this committee, Auckland Council and the ASB have previously agreed the form of loan guarantee documentation that also includes a reduced interest rate which the club will be able to get the benefit of given the credit rating and status of the council as the guarantor. We'll also look at introducing other security measures for the council. That includes a cross-default clause with their lease to ensure that should there be a default under the loan and council gets called in to repay the guarantee, that it is deemed to be a default under the lease, and then we can exercise our rights under that document as well. And a last thing is that we will take a general security arrangement and register it on a PPSR register so that the world at large is aware that there is this debt owing to the council, or this liability at least. And as I mentioned earlier, the Franklin Local Board has been out on site, they have observed, they've spoken with club members, and they have also resolved to support this recommendation. I'm happy to take any further questions.
Thank you. I've got questions. Councillor Clow.
I actually don't have a question. Their exemplary record and the fact they're the same age as me, I'd like to move the resolution.
Right. Have I got a seconder for that?
Yep.
Councillor Cashmore. Councillor Fletcher.
Madam Chair, I think we're all on the same page. I was happy to move or second. This is a club that's very familiar to me. Unlike other clubs, it is very successful. It has a growing membership. It opens its doors to the community, and I think that we should be very pleased to have on council land such an exemplary club.
Thank you. Councillor Darby.
Thanks, Chair, and thanks Councillor Cashmore and Chair Andy Baker doing the work on this one. Normally I am extremely cautious around these loan guarantees. I've seen too many of them come home to roost as a liability to this council, and I'm still extremely watchful, and I read this report a couple of times to make sure that I was totally comfortable with it. In my former role as a North Shore City Councillor, I've seen millions come home to roost, and poor decisions made, poor loan guarantee writing in the documents, and I am assuming here that the documents will be extremely robust, and
I'm sure.
CFO's given me the nod, but they, in the past, some of the loan guarantees have been quasi-grants. Grants 5 years, 10 years in the making. And I'm just signalling that in my support of this, there is no sense of precedence being given here to opening the gate on loan guarantees. This is an interesting example. 30% of the capital is already in place that has been brought by the club. It has got a paying membership, not a volunteer membership. And they have a history of repaying. And I think it's all of that which allows me to lend my support to it. But I'm just saying all that because I think we all need to be pretty clear that this is not signalling the opening for a deluge of loan guarantees, as former councils were very willing to make themselves available for. Ratepayers wore tremendous costs for some poor loan decisions of former councils.
Thank you, Councillor Darby. I think you'll find that Mr Redshaw is working through some of those as we speak and is very sure about the way forward on that. So it's been moved and seconded. If there's no other speakers, I'll put it. All those in favour?
Aye.
Against? Carried. Thank you.
Thank you.